Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopidana Jaya Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giri Bharada Jaya Jashodhana Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Take the microphone. Take the microphone. Whoever sing, put it in their mouth. Here. See who is singing. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Haribo! Louder. Again. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Now you again. Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Haribo.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Gauranga. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hari Hari, Krishna Hare Hare. You have to bring it to me. You have to go again one more time.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
It's almost same. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Your turn, Prabhu.
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Very nice. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Pariprajikacharya Ashtatara Sri Sivasila Bhai Charana Ravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. ISKCON BVD founder Acharya, His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Pariprajikacharya Ashtatara Sri Sivasila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki jai. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नमाचार्य श्रीलदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की जय। मायापुर नवदीप धाम की जय। जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। आलाचवानी रमणीति धाम की जय। दिलान यात्रा की जय। दिलान भक्त वृंद की जय। Bhakti Shastri Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Srila Rupa Goswami Pad ki jai. Gauritai Bhagavan ki jai. Gaur Pramanande Hari Hari Bo. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Guruve Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Sayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Padantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Tam Sajivam Sadaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishaka Nitangsha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Samini Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Pashyata Deshatarine Pancha Kalpa Taruvesha Kripa Sindhu Vacha Nitanam Papnevo Vaishnavevo Namo Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So I'm very grateful to be here with all of you with this last part of the session, which is very exciting actually, because we are looking forward to listening. Spiritual world has a two division where one place there is no sunset, no sunrise. Na tad bhasyate surya na sasanka na pavaka. Jadgatta na nivartante tad dhama paramam mama. Krishna says, Jadgatta, once you gone, you never come back. Not at bhasyate surya. So there is no sun, no sasanko, no moon, no electricity, Prabhupada writes in the translation. But then if you go above that spiritual world, the pinnacle or penthouse of creation, where there is sun is rising every day. Radharani worships suns. There is moon, there is a Ras Leela in a full moon. During the daytime, there is no full moon, only full moon at night. Just like here. So in our gradual progression, I hope you all grasp it in the beginning, that there is a 5 level of perception by Jiva Goswami Path. One is Pratyaksha. What you seeing, you believing, you look at it. The land, Florida, we are here. This is one level of existence. Above them, Pratyaksha, then Paraksha. Paraksha is like something you cannot see directly through your senses, but you accept and you believe it. For an example, does poison kills people? Do you believe it? Did you drink? How do you believe it?
Because of the experience of others.
Experience of others. So we take truth through our senses, but certain also like potassium cyanide, don't try, because those who took, they never spoke what the flavor is. But there is a flavor, it has an effect, because those who have taken, they died. Huh? It's the flavor is flavor death.
I just said, so you said we don't know the flavor, so I said probably the flavor is just dead.
That's correct. But they had a debates, and I remember watching that. He said, no, there is a flavor. I said, you can smell it. He said, but don't smell too close because we may not be able to talk to you. So they take other senses. Through other senses, we also believe a lot of things, isn't it? Logan, there is have you ever met Joe Biden or Biden, whatever? No. But you believe he's a not temple president, president of America, right? We accept things through the television, through the news, and we do. I mean, I never met Joe Biden or Biden, but I believe he is the temple. I don't know why I say temple president. He's the he's the America temple president. So like this. So this is called second. So prataksha means with your direct perception, through your senses. Then indirect perception, we also accept. Above them is inference. Anuman praman nahe ishwar tattva gene, kripa bine ishwarer keho nahi jane. Up to this, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, no, Gopinath Acharya told to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, up to this is mundane. But to really have that divine vision, you have to go above this. Where Paraksha is similar to Samadhi, we speak in our life. Parikshit Maharaj, when he went to see Samma Rishi, who was in meditation, and he asked for water. Well, he was in meditation, but meditation, he's in a Samadhi level. Samadhi level is like above the direct perception, above the indirect perception. You come to beyond the senses. And where he was deeply immersed into his meditation, he was not aware that outside the world, king is there looking for some water. He could have served, I'm sure. So, as a result, the king got angry, you know that story. And King Parikshit put a dead snake on his neck. But his son did not understand this. So as a result, he cursed. So the point is, up to these three, we can never understand really what the spirituality or spiritual world is or God is. So we should go to the fourth level, and our goal is not on the fourth level, on the fifth level. Fourth level is most of the Vaishnava Sampradaya follow fourth level. It's called Adhokshaja. Adhokshaja, where truth will reveal by suppressing the material perception. Means it will reveal itself. You don't have to. You prepare yourself, but the truth will be revealed by its own time, own space, not by your endeavor alone. It's a mercy. That's why here comes Vaikuntha or Ramanuja Sampradaya. They promote this. Most of the Acharya Sampradaya, except us, we go beyond that, beyond Adhokshaja. So first one, if you are not familiar with the Sanskrit, but get familiar because you will hear those words. First is Prataksha, level of Praman. Praman means proof. How do you ascertain the truth? If you ask yourself, how do you ascertain the truth? Who? When? How? Okay, that's a good question. Well, you have to come to this understanding that the truth can be perceived in a different level. So first is a direct perception, pratyaksha. Above pratyaksha is what? Hanuman. Hanuman is inference, yes. Yes. But I'm talking about above pratyaksha is apratyaksha or paroksha. Means this is through other senses, not our own senses. But we accept potassium cyanide. I mean, none of you have to believe that, but just don't take it. If you take it, we will not see you in this body. So we accept that also. But to understand Krishna and the spirituality, we have to understand that we have to go above that or beyond that. So third is adakshaja. Adakshaja, that's a aparoksha. Aparoksha means samadhi. It is like a beyond the three modes, beyond this material realm, but it is not directly on the fourth dimension where the soul's eternal nature is manifesting or activated. Samadhi means you see it. Vaikarik Pashyanti Para. The different perception. Material perception stays in the material world. But if you go beyond about Madhyama means it is between material and spiritual. So you can see that. And if you go above that, that's where God reveals. God reveals which platform? Fourth dimension. Fourth dimension is called Adhokshaja. Can you remember that? Adhokshaja means the truth will be revealed itself by pushing down all the material understanding. Means by the mercy they will reveal. Swayameva Spurati Adho. They will reveal, the truth will reveal, God will reveal, the pure name will be revealed, but on their own course. You cannot force it, but it will reveal on its own. And what happened, all other proof or material, those things is not relevant at that time. Above that, what we are studying is called aprakrita. Aprakrita means it's similar to here, but it is completely transcendental. They have a day and night. They have a lot of things like this world, but it is all 100% transcendent. It has nothing to do with the three modes. This is Gauriya or our parampara are looking for, and they are enlightening us to proceed towards that. So in 12.8 Bhagavad Gita, Krishna gave a beautiful verse that you can come to me on that level if you can raise your consciousness to that level, and you can stay with me forever, eternally. If you have Bhagavad Gita, you can read it. What will happen there? Krishna says here, Mayeva mana adhasta maye buddhim niveshaya niveshasya shimayeva atha urdhavam na samshaya. Without doubt, Arjuna, if you can fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and you engage your intelligence. So mind function is what? Absorption. Intelligent function is engagement. They are not same. I hope you understand. Very, very subtle. Mind absorb. I'm talking, your mind can absorb what happened to that laundry man. It has nothing to do with laundry man and these topics. Absolutely nothing. But mind can take you and absorb you there. Oh, that laundry man was working very hard. He's eating the donkey. What got to do with this discussion? But mind just shift like this. So you have to learn how to bring the mind back. But intelligence doesn't do that. Intelligence stay fixed. So if you can focus spirituality through intelligence, then intelligence capture the mind and hook you up on this. So Krishna says here, Moyi eva mano adhasta, moyi buddhi niveshaya. Through the buddhi, engage the mind and stay at me in my domain, in my discussion, in my. And if you do this, you will stay with me forever. Now, how long can we do? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. But it's difficult. It's difficult, to be honest. Then Krishna says, if you cannot do this, then do the next one. That's why we fits. Everybody understand? First, we talked about mind and intelligence are fully engaged in Krishna consciousness. Then Krishna says, you will be in the spiritual world. Not you will be. You are already in the spiritual world. Even in this body, you will be completely pure and you will transfer automatically. You will not even know you are in spiritual world when. But in reality, it is difficult. So the next verse goes, Ata chittam samadhatum na shuknoshi maistiram abhasa jogena tato mam ichhaptum dhananjaya. So because you cannot absorb your mind and engage your intelligence 24 hours a day, which Prabhupada many times I heard, he said, engaged 24 hours a day. Whenever I hear it, I say, what is that? It's 24 hours a day. Well, this is why Krishna answering. Well, that's why Prabhupada repeat this. He said, if you do 24 hours a day, you are already with me. You don't have to worry about anything else. Just do that. That's it. But because we cannot do that, then we follow the next path. Next line, if you go, 12.9. That atho chittam samadhatu na shuknashi maistiram. If you cannot, you're not capable of focusing on me all the time, then you fix your mind upon me without deviation, then follow the regulative principles. Try to do anarthani vritti, remove obstacle things, remove unwanted things. Then eventually you will come to that point where you can think of me all the time. So with that note, if somebody is 24 hours a day engaged, then this is not for you. You are already out of the material modes. But if you are not, then you please pay attention to this. Initiation, we have a different category of contribution and absorption in our movement. You buy membership. Membership has a different level also. Like you get initiated, that's like a buying membership. I'm initiated, so I belong here. You follow? It's like a buying membership. Okay, I'm following this path. Okay, you are a member. Right? Then you go above. But the point here is, everybody please remember, you have to come to the point of committed. More you are committed, but let's go back. More you are educated, you will be committed. Without education, you cannot make your commitment. I mean, you can make, but it will be shaken and go away. But if you are consciously, when you make, you are fully aware of it, you are educated, then you will be committed and firmly fixed. So you come to there, and then from committed, your goal is to go to the core, where you core, C-O-R-E, core member means you and Krishna, there is no difference. Not that you become Krishna, means you are united with him as a servant, as a lover, as a beloved. You are, just like Prabhupada, he's that. And practically, many ISKCON leaders, we find that they are very much aligned with that mode. So then question, we created some. Spiritual maturity can occur if we find the right formula. Is this correct or not? Everybody understand my question? Spiritual maturity can occur if you find the right formula. Okay, I'm going to answer you, but you think. Spiritually growth is a process, Prabhus and mothers, that must be diligently followed over time, relentlessly. Is that clear, everybody? Okay. Second question. Spiritual maturity is measured by knowledge. He knows a lot. She knows a lot. He has all the answer. She has all the answer. They must be mature. Come on, be honest. Do you think or not? Or is it just me? Yeah.
I think there's a difference between having knowledge and having realized knowledge. No?
Correct.
That knowledge.
Correct. But still, when somebody can answer and you see, like, we think like, oh, that person is more mature. We do. Be honest, we do. So I tell you the answer what I found or from our
But that's what Prahlad and from the first week.
So what I found, I can give you a verse actually how he promotes this. Spiritual maturity is demonstrated by our behavior, not by knowledge. Do you know how Mahaprabhu said he is going to distribute Krishna consciousness? How? Dharma sthapan hetu sadhur vyavahar. Vyavahar. Same as English almost. Behavior, vyavahar. I wonder like how this almost like a, almost if you twist the tongue, vyavahar, behavior. Dharma sthapan hetu. Mahaprabhu said, I will establish this Krishna consciousness, dharma. Sadhur vyavahar. How by the saintly person's behavior. How they will actually deal with the world, deal with others. And they will attract them. So this is very interesting. It's not so much how much Prabhupada knew, it's how much Prabhupada cared for others and how he delivered this message. Isn't it? Not so much how much he knew. They are attracted that how he cared for us. And he really did show that, his behavior. Yes, Prabhu.
So Prabhupada Maharaj quotes Chanakya Pandit says, Matruvat par dharesu, Tostravat par dhanesu, Atmavat par sarvabhutesu, ya pasyatis par.
That is for Pandit.
Yeah, but this is knowledge.
That is true.
Yes.
That is true. But actually, the knowledge itself will not. Knowledge with realization. That experiencing that Krishna consciousness will affect others. This is very true. That's why you know that verse, Dharma sthapan hetu sadhur vyavahar. And then, apani achari dharma jitke sikaya apani na koile. What I cannot see within me, I cannot give to others. Yeah. Yes. Oh, I just. So next question is, spiritual growth is a personal and private matter. Is spiritual growth personal and private matter?
Yes, and
Now every answer will be yes. Yes and what?
yes, and it involves others, right?
She doesn't say no.
Satsanga,
Yes and.
learning from others, sharing with others.
Actually, the best answer will be responsibility is the key to grow.
That's the answer. That's the answer. So what about internal?
Because those who are exhibiting and they are actually making others to participate and get benefited, this is how spiritual growth is measured. Not by, oh, I'm doing something privately, this is how I grow. No, I must exhibit what I do and others can follow. Mahaprabhu did not tell us to hide somewhere and do some murmuring. It's not my word. You know, Prabhupada says murmuring in the cave. Yes, Prabhu. Microphone.
Exhibit means like we need to show that I'm doing so helping lectures.
So Mahaprabhu was delivering after sannyas. At one point, well, there are a few examples. Okay, I'll give you one example. Then Mahaprabhu was going towards Jagannath Puri. And then he's telling everyone, Nityananda Prabhu and other who are accompanying, 5 of them, that I don't want to go all together. Either you go front of me or I go before you. So Mahaprabhu went front. when Mahaprabhu came to this tax office between Odisha and Bengal, there is a tax office. In the tax office, the tax collector, everybody pass through this road has to pay something, kori, some kind of anyway currency that time. So then the Muslim tax collector, he looked at Mahaprabhu. Just by seeing Mahaprabhu, just by seeing Mahaprabhu crying for Krishna, and he's looking at Mahaprabhu. Now he's supposed to collect tax, but he's looking at Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu raised his hand and he's calling out, "Hey Krishna, Karuna, Sindhu, Dina Bandhu, Jagatpati," like this. And this tax collector just started crying just by seeing his emotion. That how, and he felt like a very affected. So then he left, Mahaprabhu left, and then Mahaprabhu sat down under a tree. And then Nityananda Prabhu and all others also coming by. And they asked, the tax collector asked, "So you going to pay some tax?" So we are follower of that sannyasi. "Oh, he's calling for God, isn't? I can feel he's calling Allah." He said, "Yes, he's calling Allah." Then, okay, you all go. You all go. And then Nityananda Prabhu says, "Why don't you come and sit near him and get that potency?" So he came, and then when he came close to the Lord, and he got infected so much, affected so much in his consciousness that he started also chanting and dancing. So Mahaprabhu exhibited himself by his own behavior, own absorption in Krishna. Not that he was trying to influence him, but he was influencing himself towards calling Krishna. I give you another example on the same route, same tour. Mahaprabhu came to another village before coming to between Bhubaneswar and Jagannath Puri, where Mahaprabhu thought, I want to test it, how in future this Krishna consciousness movement will grow. He wanted to test it. So then he comes and he see a laundryman on a river. If you are familiar, in ancient time, well, till today maybe they do something. In India, the laundryman, they used to collect the laundry, dirty clothes from others. They didn't have a laundry machine like this. And one man gathers all this, and then he takes it to a river and he beat the cloth with a soap. Anyway, I don't know whole details, but this is what it is. And then he remove all the dirt, and then he hang it, fold it, take it back to the people he got it, and then he get paid. That's how laundryman serves, not a machine. So this man, he was beating cloth, and Mahaprabhu came and stood right in front. He said, "Excuse me, I would like you to do something." And laundryman is beating the cloth and is looking. He saw the saffron cloth. Mahaprabhu had a saffron. He has some idea, preconception. Saffron means they want some kind of a charity or something they want you to do. Give them something. So he said, "What do you want?" He said, "I want you to do something. Stop your laundry work and do. I don't have a time. I have to maintain my family." He has no idea he's talking to the Supreme. He said, "I don't have a time. I have to take care of this laundry." He said, "But just give me few moments." He said, No, I don't have a time." Mahaprabhu again asked, "Can you not give just few moments?" And I'm thinking like Supreme Absolute Truth is asking, like how hard this Kali Yuga Jiva is. Then Mahaprabhu says, "Okay, I will do your laundry and I want you to do something. So you will not lose your labor time." Then that man thought, he's a sannyasi. He's asking, he wants to do my job. So, okay, I better do something. He said, No, you don't have to do my job. Tell me what you want to do. He said, just raise your hand and repeat after me. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now, I'm saying I don't have love of Godhead, so you don't get too much affected on it. But you have a bhakti, you can. So Mahaprabhu, when he says he has a love of Godhead, this lonely man started, I like it, Hare Krishna, and then he started completely wild dancing and chanting. So Mahaprabhu sat very far under a tree and is watching. Now how far it will go? Let's see. So it went almost like a noon time and nobody came. Mahaprabhu was alone. Then his wife came from far and he's not seeing that Mahaprabhu is watching. His wife comes with a lunch and then lunch bag, and then when she comes, she said, is that my husband? He never dances in my entire life. What went wrong with him? Why is dancing now? So then she comes nearby and said, hello, I'm here, lunch, I'm here. He is in his own world. He is really in Suddha Sattva platform chanting, relishing and crying. She said, you don't recognize me, I'm your wife. What happened? You got hunted by a ghost. This is never seen behavior like this. So after a few moments, when she tried, she got scared. So she ran back to the village and complained to the head of the village and said, I need help. My husband got hunted. So they said, okay, I'll go. No. It's a big, powerful ghost. It's not ordinary ghost. Because he could not even recognize me. And he went just like a dancing. This is not my husband. My husband is like a selfish, like doing things. Now he's like a so liberal, like I don't know what is going on. So they got 4 big guy, macho guy. So when the news went that they're going to de-ghost this hunted man, the villagers started following, hundreds of people, then thousands of people. So 4 men, they came nearby, but he could not recognize them because he's so much into ecstasy. And he's dancing, he's crying for Krishna. Then all of a sudden, 4 men, one guy said, okay, let me grab him. He said, no. We 4 will grab him together. Then he will not be able to move. Then 4 of them grabbed him. Then all 4 of them came out. Haribol, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Then the chief of he said, this is dangerous ghost. This is not ordinary. Now they heard Hare Krishna Mahamantra once in a while, but they never thought actually this brings the love of God in. They said, come on, villager, everybody grab them. Otherwise, we cannot de-ghost him. Hundreds of them, they grabbed each of them one by one. Entire village got delivered by chanting Hare Krishna. Since that time, they all went back to their job and sing, but they would cry for God. They would sing. So they are not qualified. Some of them, maybe some credit is there, pious activity, I'm sure they do, some of them. All kinds of people were there, but all of them got delivered. How? By the mercy of Holy Name. So this we see that they all became. Now, Mahaprabhu also asked them to get educated in spiritual science. Otherwise, what happened? Sentimentalism will appear. Like from Darbesh. Darbesh is one Muslim tailor that Srivas Thakur had. And Mahaprabhu delivered him. And this Muslim tailor went to the village and he delivered the whole village. Just by his chanting. It was so powerful. But then a sampradaya was born, which became a not properly educated. So they started imitating things. And then so my point is that the movement will not last long unless there is an education backing our activities. There has to be proper understanding. At what level, what happened. Certain thing Mahaprabhu did, but Mahaprabhu also stressed about this education. He told Rupa Goswami Pad how to develop this love of Godhead one by one. So like this, some people will will say, all you need is scriptural study to grow. Question is it true? Or spiritual growth is personal and private matter? When they sing, like in my own village, I remember no children goes there, only mature man goes there because they smoke ganja and they chant, they sing. Now there is no symptom of course those days I had no idea, but there is no symptom of love of God. How far that Hare Krishna Mahamantra chanting will do? Not far. Is everybody understand my point? So Mahaprabhu exhibited that. Mahaprabhu says, more you are mature means your behavior, your compassion towards others, your eagerness to deliver others will develop. And this is how it will go. So what is the answer? All you need is spiritual study to grow. No. Different limbs of bhakti needs to be practiced to grow. Does that answer your question?
I was thinking from Grahastha perspective, because most of the time it is personal, like the chanting or your sadhana. You're doing it in home, you're not going out at 30 rounds, 40 rounds, or even 2 hours of shastra. So,
You know, you reminded me, this devotee literally texts me that I tell my children, but they're not chanting. I won't say the name, maybe you know him. He's in California. Anyway, he's in California. So I said, so how do you do it? He said, well, you know, I get up early and I can relate. So I finish my chanting, and then before I go to work, I tell the children, come on, do your chanting, but they don't listen. So what to do? I said, what time you have to go to office? He said, I generally go there 9 o'clock. I said, what time you have to leave your home? He said, at least 1 hour. I said, that's plenty of time. You can leave at 8. What time do you leave? He said, around 6, because I want to plan everything before the office open. I just want to have my paperwork, everything done. I said, maybe you can do this night before you leave the office, you set up everything for next day, and then spend more time in the house. And you get up, whatever time you do, good. But wait till the children wake up, sit down with them and chant. Don't tell them, but just encourage them. And it worked. Then he sat down, and his son and daughter both also sat with the Japamala, and they chant for an hour every day. And then he goes to work. So sometimes personal example is important more than just order or instruction. That's I see. And this is enough for Grihastha. Even if the family are chanting, that's enough. And if you have time, you go out for, distribution more. But at least if the family are healthy, if they see that you care for their spiritual need, then it's enough. That is enough. Does that make sense, Prabhu? In my own example, I see that. My both sons are, I'm proud with them that they are following, they do chant every day. But I don't push. I have this is what I do. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I know the best, but it works. By telling there is not going to work, but by exhibiting with them, you sit down with them and chant. And they will sit down and chant, and they like it. But if you tell them, okay, I'm going to work now, sit down and chant, they may work 1 day or 2 days, but it won't work. Now, why? I don't know. There's a mystery about it. In America, they say also monkey see, monkey do. Something like that. Yeah.
Nowadays, the kids, they have a lot of homework and all that. Most pressure, some kind of chanting or some reading.
we have a lot of homework also. That situation, what kind of question will be better for to from our association, society, or spirituality?
It's a very, I mean, reality you are talking that they do have a homework, they do. But at the same time, they can actually focus better on their homework and others if they take little like 10 minutes. You tell them in their level how it is benefiting them. In a loving way, not by forcing, but in a loving way. And then you'll see actually they do like to see that they can also focus. And you have to create, because each child is different. Each child is different. And when the parents, I mean, each parents knows, but some or other, our lifestyle also such a way that sometimes we find no time. Now we are rushing, just work, this and that. But there has to be some sacrifice. It's hard. It is hard. I'm not saying it's easy, but it is possible. We have to sacrifice. That's why one devotee was saying, everybody should chant 16 rounds, even Grihasthas. I said, that's a good idea. But practically, even Prabhupada did not chant 16 rounds in his Grihastha life. He didn't say that. He said, I chanted 4 rounds, then later on 4 rounds, then after coming back from work, 4 rounds, and the evening 4 rounds. So Prabhupada also said he break down 16 rounds into 4. So this is practical. This is practical. We don't have to force anything, but we're with the loving and feeling. Believe me, children does see their parents care for them. They watch more than they listen. And they learn from it. Is that helps a little?
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you.
So, just one kind of
Yeah.
ask a similar question. Just to put in the right perspective. Yes. Ask the same question to His Holiness Bhakti Rasamrta.
Mm.
So he asked me, okay, when did you start chanting? I said, Maharaj, I got connected when I was 29. So then he said, how you are expecting the sun to start from? It was for Krishna.
Uh-huh.
So just to give right perspective, we sometimes.
Yeah.
So I totally agree. And he said the similar thing what you said. Then automatically they will follow.
Yeah. They do love their parents and they like to follow. So we have to be a good example. Then it works. Instruction itself without example. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, I do believe Prabhuji, what Prabhuji suggestion. But in our life, like myself, my parents are not Krishna consciousness at all. You know, they're not at all. They are meat eater, they drink or everything. But me, somehow connected. But I, as you said, it is all about the association with them. Connected. If you do, they will do it. First, they will see that, they will know that. That's also true. Prabhuji's one suggestion, I agree, but I am thinking that because we are in one point, we are some devotee, at least including, I'm looking at my parents, I'm where am I? I mean, we'll be stronger than them, you know. So, I mean, at a time they should also listen. What the Premanas said. His point, I was thinking that, is kind of reasonable point.
Yeah.
Even because I see I am also I'm in the devotee line at least right now, but my parents are not. But they are a little far away. But right now I'm and my son, daughter, a little bit closer on point, practicing time.
Very good.
But I'm just a little bit, I need to ask more question to Bhakti Maharaj or maybe Prabhupada.
We do our best. They also born with their own karma. We have to understand. It is not that we are building their karma. They are born with their own karma also. As a parents, as a teacher, we can do our best. The best thing also for me to say, if they feel we care for them, they do pay attention and they want to follow. So our intention should be always that we do care, and we do care for their future, spiritual life. So they will act. We should not worry so much about it. Thank you. So now in Madhya Lila 23 chapter 11 verse, it says, Anartha nibritti hoile bhakte nishta hai. Madhya Lila, Madhya 23.11. Nishta hoite sravanadde ruchi upajai. So, when one is freed from all unwanted contamination, he advances with firm faith. When firm faith in devotional service awakens, a taste for hearing and chanting also awakens. So this is a very important. At least come to this stage of Nishta. Nishta means, because Prabhupada already predicted or he blessed. In Nectar of Instruction we read, I hope you remember, these 4 or 5, both verses are very nice. Prabhupada said, in ISKCON, we hope all the members come to this Madhyamadikari platform, intermediate. Intermediate platform means where you will get the taste of Krishna consciousness. So question is, how do you get rid of these anarthas? How do you get rid of these anarthas? So let's talk a few minutes about it. How many of you hear Krishna book? Oh, good. 3, not 50%. But try to hear. There is a audio also recording of Krishna book. It is good. Because if you hear Krishna book pastimes, lot of anarthas will disappear on its own just by hearing it. Putana represents pseudo guru. Shakatasur, burden of bad habit. I'm not saying you have a bad habit. In case if you do, you know bad habit. Don't feel like to chant. Oh, that is bad habit. It's a worse habit. Not smoking only. The bad habit is that you don't want to chant. It's also bad habit. Confirmed. Trina Bharta, false pride from scholarship. That's very scary. Very interesting. Huh? Hear those stories. Sons of, again could you confirm? Sons of Kuvera, aristocratic arrogance from wealth. In case any one of you has that. Vatsasura story, childishness and mischievousness. You know childishness and mischievousness in spiritual path. Bakasura, cunning, duplicity and deceptiveness. Everybody understand that, right? Cunning, duplicity. Nobody knows duplicity. Okay. Agasura story. Just by hearing Agasura story, cruelty and violence. This is a mentality, will disappear if you hear it. Hear it few more times, because we cannot put absorption in one shot. We hear it, but somehow or other it goes halfway, and then we think something. Mind is like trying to take you somewhere else. So what happened after Agasura? Wait, what? The boys went inside his mouth. We just heard it. Where was Krishna? Krishna was outside. Oh, what? Why? What made Krishna to go inside? What made Krishna to go inside? The boys' conversation. Madhumangal said, "Where is Krishna? This is not a cave. It is a snake. We are inside the snake's body. We are about to die." Then Madhumangal says, "I don't want to die without Krishna." Siddham said, "I don't want to live without Krishna." And they started crying. Krishna outside melted his heart. They don't want to die or live without me. Immediately he entered there. When you think of those points, this violence mentality dissolves from consciousness. But pay attention when you hear. I try to pay attention. That's why I remember this little subtle point. Very unique how Krishna relished. Even though they are eternal associate, but Krishna relished all the time. And Krishna allowed them to relish also. And Krishna cried when they came. He said, it was so scary. Krishna, we did not see you. Oh my God, it was so scary because we didn't see you. I love you, Krishna. And each boy, Krishna expanded to each boy. And each boy gave a hug to Krishna. Krishna says, I don't want to live without you. Would you like Krishna to tell you that? Wow. That will be the day. Krishna tells you, don't want to live without you. It melts the heart of the devotee and Krishna. This is just one little part of that pastime. So when you hear those audio recordings, you pay attention and you think, and then your heart will transform, and this violence mentality disappears slowly. Agasura, that's how he represents. Brahma stealing. When you hear, that's a long story, chapter 13, 10 canto. Mundane activities and speculation. Do you know speculation? Mind does every day, every moment. This will disappear. Then Dhenukasura, materialistic intelligence and ignorance. Kaliya, brutality and treachery. Treachery and brutality. No brutality. I don't care. The president is wrong. Just walk out. What? You think like a little scary. Okay. Kaliya, that's brutality and treachery. Forest fire, intercommunal discord. Pralambasura, lust and selfishness. Forest fire, disturbance of religious principle. Brahmanas, the Dija Patni story, that's in, yeah. So 22, Benugit, 23, after this, Dija Patnis. Indra, when you hear Indra pastimes, misdirected worship, Aham Gorha Upasana, that is there within us. I want to be popular. Everybody liked me. I mean, we don't say it, but deep down inside our heart, we think, am I very popular? Did everybody respect me? These are dangerous from the progression and spiritual path. So this thing will disappear if you focus on Indra's pastimes. Indra's pastime is 24 and 25th chapter. Nanda and Varuna, that's very beautiful pastimes. Use intoxication. You know intoxication? I like when I drink little decaffeinated. Prabhu, this is not toxic. I just take it because we have little here, there, little. Now, so I talked about Putana, pseudo guru, Sakarasura, bad habits, Trinavarta, pride due to the mundane scholarship. I have a whole chart I can send it to on the WhatsApp. Jamala Arjuna tree, pride due to wealth. Most of the anarthas can disappear, but one type of anartha will not disappear. For an example, Dhenukasura and Pralambasura. Pralambasura represent fat. I'm looking for my own prestige. Did everybody recognize that how distinct I am? Deep down in the heart, we want like distinction. I'm not any devotee, I'm special devotee. Where do you come up with this? But it is there, lingering in our consciousness, trying to get that attention. So those things, how it will disappear, these are the few things you have to do. And where is Mother? Okay, she will be back. Other day we discussed 4 things you do. I hope you all remember. 4 things, what do? You develop a discrimination power. For what? Discrimination power, why you need? Right thing to wrong thing. Then determination to follow the right thing and not to do the wrong thing. And then minimization of sinful reaction. And then you develop inner strength by everyday following. You come to a point where you feel you can depend on Krishna chanting, you have strong faith. Faith is a very important. I hope you all know. Faith is bridge between who? Faith is bridge between infinite and you, finite. So faith, we also discuss faith comes from 2 sources. One is how do you get faith? Huh? Association, experience, that's true. But mainly two sources. One is on your own. On your own. This is very important. 7.21 Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, if you have a strong desire to know me, if you have a strong desire to advance, just have a strong desire, I will give you faith. And the faith is a matter of grace also. Faith is a matter of grace in a sense, association with the sadhus, gurus, studying scriptures, deities, holy name, faith will come. That's how the experience comes. So you have 2 sources. One is on your own. So faith is a matter of grace and faith is also a matter of own endeavors. But one you cannot depend because you cannot force the sadhus to give you mercy or faith, but you can develop a strong desire on your own. And 7.21 talks about it. Now, we discuss about this anartha you can remove, but 2 anarthas will never be removed until you, because that's 2 are the most dangerous. One is Dhenukasura and one is Pralambasura. What is Pralambasura represent? Prestige, adoration, distinction, profit. What am I getting by going to Dilan Bhakti Shastri? What will I get? What will I get? You counting profit. If I don't get, I'm not going there. Follow. I'll go there. I'll give donation to this temple if they announce my name. And these are subtle. These are very subtle. Did you see Prabhu? President made the announcement. He didn't mention my name. I give donation. It's a big deal. They think like this. That people look for their own name, fame. It's there. So what should we do? So you have to go through this gradual progress. First is number 1. I'm going to say it. First is acknowledge which will bring you to understand. Understand means stand under. You remember we discussed that? So that's first. Second, that will promote regression. And you will. What is regret means? What is regretting? Criticizing your own defects. Regret is not like, oh, I'm not good enough, they think. No, that's itself is another pride maybe. You want. Regret means you actually criticizing your own bad nature, bad, whatever the defect is. And that draw attention to the Lord. Is a good example I mentioned, Sarma Bhattacharya. Many examples is like this. This is very important. Fourth is, when you regret, then how do you repent for the something you did wrong? What is that repentance will produce? It will produce that you want to ask forgiveness. Whoever you are in contact, that you hurted or harmed, you will ask forgiveness. Nobody has to tell you. You will go on your own, or you'll make the call. I'm so sorry. I behaved like this. Please forgive me. I really don't want you to think, I don't know what went with me. Be honest. Something, just I have a bad nature and I hope you can pray for me so I can get out of it. It's very hard to confess that. It's very hard to really say to someone that, please forgive me, I did it wrong. But do you know the result of actually what happened to that purification when you ask for forgiveness? You really uplift yourself. And it will come to a point you will not do it anymore. Next time you will be like cautious. Even in Bible it says, devil and saint both can fall. I take away from there, we may not be persistent in our practice, but we have to be resilient. Means Bible says that devil and saint both can fall, but one stay fallen, one get up and going. One who get up and going is called saint. I can do mistake, and I know I will do mistake. I do a lot of mistakes, but we learn a lesson. We don't want to do that mistake. That is called saintly quality. Saintly quality, what attracts Krishna, that we are correcting, trying to correct ourselves. Okay. And then after you forgive others, then you accept the rectification. What does that mean? What is that accepting correction means? I do not want to behave like this. I do not want to act like this. I want to really correct myself. This is what actually rectification boils down to. And that will take you to another level called assume responsibility. Assume responsibility. When I mentioned that sloka 11.20.27.28, that's what I see that verse. Because if you ever wonder, does Krishna knows that what I'm going through in my life? Or he actually experience what tough life I have? Or he just, when I pray to temple deity, he knows what I'm going through. Does he know what I'm going through, or he just hears what I'm going through? I don't know if any one of you ever thought that. I thought many times. When I read this verse and I was thinking, wow, Krishna actually knows what I'm going through. It's so nice, isn't it? That our well-wisher who can actually purify us knows what I'm going through. Then you feel very secure. Okay, he's aware. And I'm begging to him for helping me to correct myself so that I can serve him better. This is very soothing. Krishna is very happy there. Krishna is very happy. one thing I tell you in this regards, do not depends on do not depends on yourself in that correction. Depends on a mentor's advice who cares for you. Sajatiya snigde sadhu sangha satabare. Sajatiya snigde. Take a mentor who has this qualification. Sajatiya means what goal you have, that person also has the same goal. I want to advance and go back home in this life. That person also talks like that. I really want to go in the, and that person is very advanced and doing that good sadhana to go back home. I want to go back home too, just like that person. So that's called Swajatiya, means same mentality. It's not necessarily just a caste system. Jati means caste. Means same group. Swajati. Swasnigdha. Snigdha means affection. Swasnigdha, like, I don't know if you ever saw a big barn, has so many cows, so many calves. But believe or not, every calf knows their own mother. When they are drinking milk, they don't go to another calf. Well, all cows are same, no? No, they're not same. To each baby calf, a particular mother is mother, not other calf. And when that calf goes to the mother, the calf doesn't say, "Mummy," or whatever language they speak, "moo" or something. Can you give milky? No. Mother automatically gives the milk. Automatically milk start coming through the udder. Baby just sucks. Why? Affection. So when somebody cares for your spiritual growth, I don't mean in a wrong way that, well, everybody cares. No, that's not true. Everybody is a nice devotee, but everybody not necessarily care for your spiritual growth. They are busy on their own work. But when someone who has the same goal, first qualification, second, he or she cares for your spiritual growth, then you got a perfect mentor who value your growth. They want to see, that person wants to see you grow. They really, he or she really cares for your spiritual growth. This is very important. In my life, I have a few mentors, and I see they spend so much time. They do. In a public place, I'm saying it, it's recorded now. Radhanath Maharaj spent 3.5 hours in my car, just me and him. Even other Ghost of Hari Prabhu came. Is everything okay? Maharaj said, yeah, everything is okay. We're just talking. We just talk. I just talk where I am at, what he's doing. We just talk and talk. So there are some people who cares for your spiritual life. When somebody cares for your spiritual life, that's a very good help. Genuine care. And that person wants to see you, that you really grow. Take that person's advice and let that person help you to grow, and you will flourish like anything. There are many. Maninder Nandi, king of Kashim Bajar, Murshidabad, Bengal. He's a king. So he came to Gaur-Kishodar Babaji. Is Gaur-Kishodar Babaji Mahabhagavat? Yes or no?
Yes.
Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is Mahabhagavat. But there's a big difference. Both are pure devotee Mahabhagavat. But their application with others, you have to pay attention. So Maninder Nandi comes to Gaur-Kishodar Babaji. I want to become a devotee. I'm ruling my kingdom, but I want to advance spiritually. He said, give up your kingdom, don't go back. Sit down here and chant with me. Just stay here. And he's looking. He has no building, little guest room. And he inquired, where do you eat? We'll go back sometime when we need. Now, you understand king? He has a servant. You know, he grew up as a royal. You need to water, drinking water. Before you even ask, there is already some water they placed it. And if you need water, you ask water, immediately 10 cups of water will come. 2 servant, 3 servant, whatever. He grew up. You cannot change somebody just like that because his upbringing is like this. So Gaurkishadar Babaji said, don't go back. You stay with me. Maharaj could not do it. King could not do it. He went back. He never came back. Now, he's a Mahabhagavat. How is this? There's nothing wrong with Gaurkishadar Babaji. He's Mahabhagavat. But his level of caring others is different. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, his disciple, he is also Mahabhagavat. He went to the kingdom. He spent time in the palace. He stayed with him. He said, what are you doing this? He said, well, I have some minister, they do this. He said, good, this is good. And then, do you have some time in between? He says, yes. He said, then we can study Bhagavatam. And he guide him. You follow? He cared for he did not dismiss everything. If we dismiss person I want to mentor, if I dismiss his or her, whatever inclination or affinity is there, then I don't care actually that person, honestly. This is what Krishna says, 1860. What did he say? Sabhava jena kunteya nibaddha sena karma. Kartum nekshasi janmat karishasi avashopi. You will be forced to act what you are born to act. Every person has a particular nature. Some people like this, some people like that. It's nothing wrong. It's just that that's how it came. But the whole process is that mentor has to care for such a way that person's inclination will be eventually engaged and purified. That's all. Done. You follow? But that person actually showed that he cares, he or she, whoever it is. So, this Manindanandi became a devotee? Yes, because of Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur cared for him. He wants to see him grow spiritually. Did Gaurkishadar Babaji not care for him? Can somebody tell me? Did Gaurkishadar Babaji not care for his spiritual growth? But why it didn't work? Correct. He was not ready to mentoring this king. Mentoring means you have to hear the other person's need. 3 things mentor must do. Look at other person's needs. What other person's concern? What other person's interest? I cannot get up in the morning. I just do a lot of work at night. I get up little late. Okay, that's fine. Don't tell him he's wrong or right. Just give where this person can fit in. Slowly, slowly, nature will change. The power of bhakti is so powerful, it can change. I mean, in our Bhakta ashram, Charles never got up in the morning, but he wakes up 3 o'clock, right, Phil? He wakes up, Phil also. I didn't tell them. I wake up early, but they notice, I guess, or something. But they also get up. It's a choice. But by 4 o'clock, we have to be in the temple. That's all the rules is. But in the meantime, you act such a way that they get inspired. That's all. And you inspire them. Like this, if you care like this, I'm sure you will see everybody will be healthy, happy in the temple atmosphere, in the community. We need to care, actually. Boils down that everybody looking for some emotional shelter. I was hammering on that other day. This is a #1 priority. There could be 10 ladies. My mother may be ugly looking. Some lady could be more beautiful looking. But when I am hungry or I need something as a baby, I don't look for which mother is beautiful or which mother is bad. I go to my mother. Why? Because emotional shelter. Emotional shelter has nothing to do with the material beauty or material opulence or anything. It's something that you feel that person care for your spiritual path. You will believe in it and you will change yourself because of that person cares. So powerful, I saw that. I mean, I needed that. I get that. It's not like every day. Once in a few months, 6 months, something, we spend a lot of time. Every sannyasi in ISKCON, every senior leader also need mentor. They are not on their own. Nobody is on their own. Radhanath Maharaj mentioned one time, he never saw Prabhupada is so happy with Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj. Even Pushkar Prabhu, he told me, Prabhupada laugh and joke and they're on their own. Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj, Prabhupada's godfather, he was like very much in that mood. And Prabhupada said, he is pure devotee. So Prabhupada had also, he was appreciating. Prabhupada said they appreciate, and I feel good when they see what my Guru Maharaj wanted and they're appreciating. It's nice. Not everybody appreciating. In this world, not everybody will appreciate whatever speed you are progressing. Just accept it. You follow? Don't look for everybody to appreciate whatever speed you're going. If you have a 1 or 2%, as I mentioned, then you should feel very happy. Okay, 1% care for my spiritual growth. That's enough. Somebody who is also progressing. After assume responsibility, what is responsibility means? New progression depends on new selection. New idea will come. Adapt yourself to embrace it. And let go or elimination or let go old idea, old practice, old habit. This is called progression. What is progression means? New selection and elimination. Otherwise, there is no progression. Well, can't I just hold on to what I was doing for 10 years? No. Progression means you develop, go more. New selection, new elimination. Good. And then you become a selfless servant. So I asked Maharaj, Bir Krishna Maharaj, he's one of well-wisher I have. I said, Maharaj, you get up that early, you are chanting, and all these things, now you are old, but you strong going. He said, hey, pleasing Prabhupada, makes me more happy than anything else. What the sleeping will make me happy for. I feel more. This is how they talk. Selfless sacrifice people. They talk. They are here to please Guru and Krishna. That's it. And they are happy in that sacrifice, in that progression. So when you follow that person, you feel happy. Honestly, I feel happy that I have a well-wisher GBC who is completely dedicated. And I feel also happy that, okay, this way I'll progress with. A good example of self-sacrifice, I made a little note here, very interesting. That Mother Uttara, Parikshit Maharaj's mother, at the moment of death, what would you like? Peaceful, quiet. You want to meditate on Krishna, nice little bhajan kirtan. Would you tell the person who is dying, can you start talking and do kirtan big? He's lying down. Probably not. But our Mother Uttara did not do this. She actually did the best thing. She said, my dear son, you heard 7 days from Sukdev Goswami. You are about to leave. He just left. You are about to be bitten by this deadly poisonous snake or taksha. Now tell me, what did you learn? What is the essence of your hearing? Yes, I was here, but I'm a woman body. I could not grasp everything. Details. Give me, as a son, express your love for me by giving me the essence of it. Of course, how long it took, I don't know. But this became the Brihad Bhagavatamrita. So at the moment of death, actually, he said, yes, it's a time for quiet meditation. But you ask a question, actually, this is the best thing. That I should glorify Krishna. And what is my real realization I got by hearing from Sukdev Goswami? So he narrated. He narrated. So in other words, things will change. Can you be adaptive? Can you be adaptive? In order to progress, you have to be adaptive. And you change. Traditionally, you may not have done a lot of things. Like time of death, you want to be like quietly listening the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. No, you can be also big Kirtaniya. And Sukdev Goswami left. Parikshit Maharaj became the Kirtaniya. Before Sukdev Goswami spoke, now he is speaking to his mother. And everybody heard, and then he left. While he's speaking, he was so absorbed that he left, even with the body is there, he left from the body. So when the Takshaka came, beat, but the soul is not there. Soul is gone. Soul already went to Krishna. Isn't so cool? So good, so best. Okay, everybody got it? This 7 point. Let's go back quick. First one was acknowledge. Acknowledge means, understand means, stand under. Try to be under mentor, guru. To understand, acknowledging means be always under somebody. Always think, I want to grasp it. Even you are right, ask that person, is that what proper? Prabhupada asked Shamsundar Prabhu, what did I speak? Was that okay? Shamsundar Prabhu said, he was thinking, why is asking me? I'm an American, I have no idea about spiritual. But he's asking me. Then Prabhupada said, no, you know the audience. I don't know the audience. You can help me to change my wording, change my style of speaking, because I want the audience to be affected. Then Shamsundar Prabhu said, oh, he needs my help. You think that advanced devotees, sannyasi, guru, they may not need your help. No, that's not right. They may need your help. Pay attention. Don't be like, well, you don't need, you are a sannyasi, you are advanced devotee, you are a senior Mataji. Don't say like that. They also need. Prabhupada and Shamsundar Prabhu mentioned this. Jagdish Prabhu, another one. He told me personally in my shop, I remember. He said, Prabhupada said, make a note for tonight class. I said, Prabhupada, what note do you want me to make? What I'm going to speak will follow, keynote some. Prabhupada, you never asked that. He said, now we have time. When I don't have time, we can speak. But if we have time, we should prepare. You follow? These are like, so I said, okay, Prabhupada. Okay, what do you want me to write? He said, we'll speak about this. So he made a few points and he wrote, where is the note? You keep it. When I'm sitting there, you place the note. So I'll focus on that. This is a beautiful, isn't practically we can see that how to. So this is first is acknowledge. Stand under. Second, regret. What is regret means? What is regret means? Finding fault in you, not in others. Wait a minute. He's the one who was angry with me. But I should have behaved such a way that I'm so sorry, Prabhu, I made you angry. I could have done that. Always try to correct yourself. Criticize yourself. This will draw attention to Krishna. You will uplift yourself. It's difficult, but it is the way to get out of that. Okay. Third. Yes. Begging forgiveness. This is very important. This is not easy, but it is possible. Those who makes it, they are the advancer. They are advancing. Fourth. Huh? What is regret means? Come on, I just said it. Everybody spoke, I didn't hear anybody. Yes, finding fault within yourself. Thank you. Then, for 3, What was the third? Repent. What is repent means? Ask for forgiveness and you forgive them also. Ask for forgiveness and you forgive them also. Both. 4.
Accept the rectification.
Accept rectification. What does that means? Correct.
Wanting to correct oneself.
Yes. Yes, the desire to correct myself. So important. Very good. Okay. Then 5.
Assume responsibility.
Yeah. What does that means? What is responsibility means? Be accountable. Why did you do this? Oh, I'm sorry. I actually meant like this. Like Prabhupada asked Giriraj Maharaj. I asked you to, I mentioned that story, remember? This is so nice. Reality, in reality, this is what happened. Prabhupada asked Giriraj Maharaj, I asked you to do something, you didn't do it. Prabhupada, I'm so sorry. Tamal Krishna Maharaj, in his Pendal program, he asked me to do this. So I went to, and I got busy. Then Prabhupada called him. Why? Because this is important. Prabhupada says, did you try to ignore my instruction? He said, no, Prabhupada. What was your idea? He said, as soon I will be free from Tamal Krishna Maharaj's service, I will go back, I will come to fulfill your desire, what you asked. So you did not forget. No, Prabhupada, I did not. He said, then it's okay. There is no offense. Very nice, isn't it? Like, nice. I'm glad that he said like this. There is no offense. And then Prabhupada give his own example. My Guru Maharaj instructed me in 1922 to speak to English medium school, in English medium world, to preach this message of Lord Chaitanya. But I could not do it for 44 years. Now, finally, I have done. But I never ignored it. I never neglected. I did not say, oh, I won't do it. No, no. I always think, I have to do, I have to do, I have to do. So when Guru gives you instruction, not necessarily, even if you cannot do immediately, but don't ignore it. Try to look for opportunity to do it. Is that clear, everybody? Okay, good. Next, 6.
Question depends on new selection.
Yes.
Objection.
New selection and elimination. Be adaptive. Sattvagun. Otherwise, you won't be able to do it. Okay, what is next?
Selfless servant.
What does that mean?
Is acting always for Krishna.
Yeah, you can write this 4th symptom. Trinadopi sunichena tarudopi soishna. This is what selfless servant. Whatever my master said, yes. No opposition to the command of my master. Yes, 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 yes. Prabhupada said, chant 60 now. Yes, yes. Try your best. That's it. This is called humble. You say, well, he's not practical. I can't chant. That's wrong. Okay. I think we did okay. Is that okay, everybody? Huh? You want to post this in the when you finish, mother, and can you post this on the WhatsApp so everybody can get it?
Sure.
You'll get mercy from them.
Yeah, it's kind of a mess. Yeah, I can.
Well, you have time. You don't have to post it today. You can do tomorrow. You praise it. You can send it to me if you want me to just check it before you post it. It's fine. Is everybody okay with that? Okay, let's take few minutes quickly now. I need, where is my wonderful devotee? I don't see him here. Huh? Where's your son? No, it's okay. You don't have to call. He's hiding. Where? Oh, that's okay. Okay, it's okay. Maybe he's sleeping. He's...
No, he built a castle to study.
He built a castle. Wow. Red castle. Prabhu, I need your help. I really need your help. Can you help me, please? Okay, then come. He agreed. Yay! I like that when he agrees. Yeah, thank you. Now I need some equipment with you. You need a cordless microphone with you. And you have to tell your leg to walk where you want to go. You're going to take from one devotee to another devotee. He's going to say something. What do you take away? Your experience. Okay, we'll start with Purnachandra Prabhu. You're the leader. No, let's start from you. What do you take away from this? The first batch of Bhakti Shastri in Deland, actually in America. The IBM, this is the first batch for IBM in America. Please give a few minutes experience. You can, yeah, this is good. You are recorded. So I would request everybody pay attention when Prabhu says. More close.
So I will focus on class only first. So it reached me.
Going to record.
It reached me as a devotee. From last several years, I wanted to go through these books. Many times I have attempted. Many times I have done few portion of this. Sometimes maybe I have completed, but didn't get a complete task of it. But then when studying with everyone, it was a tremendous energy and power which pushed me to go a little deeper in the Shastra. So special teachers like Guru, Raj, that actually gave me a lot of strength to understand the Shastra. Because many times what happens that the words, each meaning I understand, but then the Shastra says that it is beyond that just meaning. So how it is related to us and why we need to do, what is the purpose, and all these things revealed. So last 6 weeks were very, very enriching. It's like changing my life as a
Very nice, very nice. Next, you select Prabhu. Next, go. You decide. Okay.
Oh, sorry, go.
Hare Krishna. I am very grateful. for
Can
the
you say your
experience.
name?
Oh,
Will be nice.
oh yeah. My name is Anna. I am very grateful for this experience and this opportunity here. Bhakti Swami for creating such a wonderful place and getting to know his wonderful disciples here. And I mean, we got to just come and be taken care of and have this wonderful experience. And I really appreciated having different instructors over the course because everyone's had such a variety of methods, and everyone's personality has been so different, and it's always something new, and like I couldn't choose a favorite. Everyone has such wonderful, like the variety's been very nice. This is a perfect place for something like this too. It's very beautiful. It's very calm. We're out here, we're not near like the city or anything, and like Purnachandra was saying, this has been a deeply transformative experience. Moving through the texts in this way, so systematically, and yeah, it's been very, very wonderful.
Haribol. Now he takes the microphone. He decides.
It's random.
Oh, wow. So you are on the camera. God is not your only. Oh my God.
So Hare Krishna. First of all, I'm so very thankful for this topic. So very grateful. Rangan Prabhu, first of all, big thanks to you because you're the one who was like, okay, just start. And then I still remember, so the Saturday, right, the Saturday just before the program started, I came here just to look at this facility, just to see whether it is like, good for the baby or not. And then I spoke to Secretary Prabhuji and also. Yeah. So I'm also the Prabhu here. So he said like here the all right now. So yeah, when I was here, said like I expressed my concerns. He asked me how you gonna do it. He said like I think I just want to try it like 1 day or two and see how it goes. And then he said here we can approve boss and let him decide. I'm like okay, fine. And I just left it at that. And I just prayed to go to God and die that okay, I don't know why I'm here, but since Krishna brought me here, so now I just leave everything to you. So I just went on. It was a very like the transition was so smooth and all the 6 weeks went on so smooth. Of course, in the last week, we got a like he made noise in the class, but otherwise, like throughout, and all the devotees, especially all of them, so they are so cooperative, so helpful. So it's just a very different environment that I experienced. As I mentioned in my one of the gratitude message, this facility especially it reminds me of the ashram that I used to go when I was a kid back in India. Yeah, so there's so many things that I can relate to my personal. I'm just thankful for this opportunity to see where I can improve myself and how I can contribute back. And I just don't want to. I mean, I don't want to stop studying right after this program. I want to continue and see how I can like contribute back to as much as
Wonderful.
Krishna.
Wonderful. Haribol.
Hare this is first time. Uh, so first time when I heard this on-site disaster program, saying, oh, I wanted to go to Mayapur, do there. I was thinking it's taking a long time, so I asked one day, enter it, Kavuna Beach. He said, probably there's one opportunity. I go. He said, oh, when you saw me that higher send in Singapore, the kids are in vacation. So now they start school. So I said, I think I should go. I just set up the mind and just so that's the thing. And also, I feel like this area, I feel like I never been to Namisha area, but I feel like this is going to be very strong. I'm observing if our good brothers or I mean disciples of or also we all should support this area to really protect and give what Maharaj desired was. And also I might or yes or no in this program, but I feel like one day I will be successful. I feel I will keep continue to study. This is first time in my life to join any big program. I never did in my life. But I feel like this is really it's going to be and focusing to answers.
Haribol, very nice. Cannot be angry with him.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you, everyone. So, supporting each other. And so, blessing. And it's wonderful. Thanks to all the teachers. So, here is so, but I was thinking, like, this is my new journey. Because I've been listening to all this since so many years now, but actual understanding and then like I can say like the Rupa Goswami, excuse me, the nectar of instruction, he read what they call operation, like mind and then the body. He did the scissor, the surgery. So he did the surgery last week of mind and of senses. And this week he did heart open heart surgery.
That's a nice way to look at it.
So I'm recovering from that surgery. So yeah, I learned a lot. So I want to practice this now in my life. So I don't want to do that mistake again. So as Prabhu, a couple of months back, you asked us question that why you are doing this serving Guru Maharaj project, why you are serving, you asked us, right? So that time I didn't have an answer, but now I have an answer that I want to do this for Guru Maharaj and for Krishna, for Dhyan.
Haribol! Wow, I'm so happy that you get perfect answer.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
This is fun.
Louder.
This was fun because I had an opportunity to serve Vaishnavas. Nice opportunity to see a class celebrating this kind of together to understand trends.
Little louder.
Very interesting watching people gather in classroom setting, understand trends and then possibly visualizing people other to feel. Technology system, pretty much just how to make material advancement. So this was certainly interesting. Same format of Sindhu. It's a lot of fun just watching people struggle through all these topics that fast. Seeing them keep their views up just because of the fact that it's spiritual adventure, you know? No, it's not. I'm sure people started to feel burn out. But yeah, everybody kept their moving. And they're like, people to watch them. So,
Very good, very good. Thank you. Haribol.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Just want to thank Rasamrta for having me on such short notice. I've only been here since last Thursday, so I wasn't part of the whole class. But I really enjoyed the opportunity. Everyone here was extremely welcoming. To the American boy with tattoos. I really enjoyed my stay here. I definitely learned a lot, absorbed a lot. I enjoyed the energy. I felt alone on my path for quite some time. Maybe around some like-minded people. Working towards the same goal, really rejuvenating and refreshing. Beautiful property here. Really much good things that come here given time. Super grateful and thankful for everything and Hare Krishna.
Wonderful. Haribol. Very nice.
Hare Krishna, my name is Abha. I just came here because one day I just saw the flyer for this course on WhatsApp, and that day I just decided like I would join the course, and I'll do it not regret it at all. This facility, what was first talk about facility? I can tell this area is completely been blessed by Rama. Like this area was very good in it's in this place of world. Like when I came here, like I just came to that like 5, 10 in the same school, biggest center. So that's how it is. As for the course, I really enjoyed how different teachers gave different viewpoints, but you can see that the philosophy is always the same. Like I feel like one of the points that was hammered from the course was always practice your sadhana, all the Purga principles, keep chanting, all that. And for us, for me, yoga, I think that's like the best way for meditation. So you just follow the regular principles, chant every day, eat every day, and do all your sadhana every day. That's your that's the best or easiest way for your say or forms. Thank you.
Haribol.
So I'll save the gratitude, the course as a whole, because that could go on forever. I think Anna has said she was being overwhelmed by gratitude. Being a part of the course has been. So to just focus more so on this last portion, so like in this mood. Yeah, every teacher has been so different. It's been, I feel like it helps us to like more so realize everything I've been learning about. This mood is really not just obtaining knowledge and information, but trying to go deeper and understand like the things that we are up to everyday life. And so I really feel like these kind of help at least me put a lot of things already into practice and kind of go deeper within the philosophy by focusing also on realization. Sharing his realization, how he can learn something from anything. It's so sweet. So yeah, this has been really thank you for you. Obviously, the president and so.
Haribol. Jagannath Prabhu, you are also in our camera. Can you say a few words? See here. See here. You take the, yeah, somebody else record his. Okay.
Yes.
Little closer. Okay.
Same thing as what most people are saying. It's very to get more of a taste study. Prabhupada's books and listening to lots of lectures, but there's a difference when you're really studying. And sometimes even though you know something, it's like a little example of I developed the whole plan for basically using methods learn. So yeah, I'm appreciative of that. I'm appreciative of everybody.
coming here and making this place very light environment. Should- should teach that, um, Association of it's just nice to see enthusiastic folks, working very hard. And also, progress.
Very nice. Thank you, Guru. Here.
Um,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I want to thank Sri Krishna a lot.
You can say your name.
Oh, my name is Alvani. I came from Dallas. I want to thank first. I want to thank my mother-in-law and my husband because of their support and here too. And I want to thank Sri Krishna for everything because my desire to do Bhakti Sashram since 2016. And I'm always waiting, when can I do this on site? Because I try not to read Bhagavad Gita and all these scriptures by myself, like alone. Because my uncle read by himself and he totally misguided. So I don't want to end up like that. So I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting. But I listen to some lectures on YouTube, but not read myself. So the moment came through, and my twin sister, she's doing her Bhakti Shastri at VIHT, and she started before me, but she gonna end, and her semester will be ended in October, in the middle of October. But I started late, but I already finished. So I started late, but I finished. So it's all Krishna mercy. I didn't even ask for this. I only support my sister go do Bhakti Sashri, but I was waiting for my turn. When. So Krishna just bring me here. And I'm so thankful, and whatever I learned here, I want to share it with my community in Dallas. We have a big community here, and I love them so much. Every day I'm thinking of them, and I really, really waiting for the moment to share.
Praladandapu.
Hare Krishna, everyone. People. Sorry. So, right? My name, she says I must say my name. My name is Prahlad. And I come from a famous city, it's the capital of Kaliyu, where Sri Asuna Panadi, Tepapati, all those four scenes are rampantly in business there. Somehow Lord Krishna moved me that night, 1997. Since then I've been staying there, resisting the power of Maya and Kaliyu by doing some service to Sri Prabhupada. Grateful to Sri Prabhupada because all the madmen before, and now I have some sense that that's life for. Okay, so having that said that, 2 weeks before this course was announced, I was thinking I need some reformation in my life, some transformation, some anartha nivrutti and all those 7 points per week, right? And then Lord Krishna, Sri Prabhupada heard my desire, and this course was announced. The day it was announced, I immediately said, I must go and learn. So this course has been like a standing before a mirror. Every day I have written down all the faults which I have learned in each lecture, what I should do and excel so that I can be near to see my life. So this is course of self-impact. One should learn this theory and all these things. I will not help us much. What will help is our how and how spiritually we get enlightened and of service to humanity. So if I am not pure, how can I teach? So first thing is I must become pure. Then do some vision of Sri. That's what I learned from this course, and I'm going to. So I thank to everyone who has participated in this class and all the students who have guided us. And I wish some other courses will come and all participants will also come. Because once we will part from here, I don't know when we will be meet again. But Bhavan Krishna is so kind. Ramayan Sarvabhuta Yantra, you all meet again, not here in Krishna. Thank you very much for allowing me to speak.
Haribol. Thank you everyone for anybody would like. Mother, you want to say something? Say a few words. Because you are here every day. Okay.
What coordinators?
Thank you for your patience, tolerance. Thank you so much.
Little louder.
Very nice.
Thank you. Haribol.
Something helped us a lot as a coordinator. Us, trusting all the students.
Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
So, do we have any student online and some?
Yes. Amrita Mataji, are you there?
Oh, looks like she's gone.
Okay. Mother Krishna Manju, Mother Shilpa Devi, Joy Prabhu, Mother Lipi, would you like to say anything? Today is the last session of this nectar devotion.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
No, Mataji, you go. I will go later. Thank you. Sorry.
No problem. Prabhuji, thank you so much. Dealand, I mean, different experience altogether now, but now it's online. No difference between, well, there'll definitely be a difference in person coming in, but looking here, it's a great opportunity. Krishna somehow makes it happen. I have a desire, then Krishna makes it happen. That's what I learned, and I have participating in these classes. I don't know how Krishna made it happen, but he made it happen. 2 weeks working parallelly and then listening. So thank you so much, Prabhuji, Prangovan Prabhu. Your classes very, very true with your all with your experiences, and thank you so much for sharing great knowledge.
Thank you. Thank you, Mother Shilpa Devi. Mother Lipi Devi.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, and please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all glories to you, Sri Pran Govinda Das Prabhu, and assembled devotees. Please take our Dandavat Pranam. So after the Chaitanya Charitamrita class, I was so lost. I was telling Prabhuji that, Prabhuji, I am going to miss the time what I should do in the morning. There is nothing for me because I work in the evening. Then Prabhuji said there will be a class so you can participate. So I am so grateful. Me and Joy both are so grateful and down to your lotus feet, Prabhuji, to giving us this such auspicious opportunities to listen. We are planning to do this course, but the way it is so intensive and very discussionable and participatory, it is really like giving us an insight to get prepared to do this class, not like just be in the class. So we were thinking about it to read those books before to get some idea ourselves, and then we can participate. And I must thank you, all the devotees, whoever presented, very nice presentation. And also, Prabhuji, you shared the all PowerPoint slides and the documents in WhatsApp, which help us to read, go back again and see, which is a good for us as well as a new person in this journey. And I miss Prahladananda Prabhu again. So we will, maybe one day will be the same class you are. And the land is the wonderful place. I visited one time in my life, so I believe like one day we will be there again. Thank you, all of you, for your great contribution to this journey. And thank you, Krishna. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada, for giving us such a good association. Everywhere we go, we feel like a family.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Hare
Mother.
Krishna and Pranam again.
Hare Krishna. Jai. Mother Krishna Manju Devi.
Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Hare Krishna to everybody. And I am just beginner, very beginner. And I would like to get the Bhakti Shastri course. So I talked to you, Pran Govinda Das Prabhuji, and he gave me this opportunity to see and attend this class. But I'm not so fortunate that the whole class is from the very beginning I couldn't attend. But whatever I did, I learned something. But not prepared for this yet, this class. So I will try to improve myself, whatever I learned from this, and then I'll go from there. And thank you for this opportunity, and everybody gives that opportunity to. Hare Krishna, and thank you so much again.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you. Joy Prabhu, would you like to say a word or something?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, at this moment I am driving. Please accept my humble obeisances. Please accept my Dandavat, Pranam all Matajis and Prabhus. Actually, I try to patience to listening, grow up slowly, and without patience, I think I cannot grow. That's why I try to attend the class. One thing I try to listening. That's it. So one day I think I will be grow up. This is I believe every time. Hare Krishna Prabhu, please give us a shelter. That's it. Hare Krishna.
I like that spirit. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. Anyone else is there? I cannot see. Okay. Thank you.
So I also want to thank all the devotees outside, like Hitesh.
Saptarishi Prabhu.
Yes, Saptarishi Prabhu is going to speak.
Say something. Yes.
So he's going to speak, but before that, because they were the, if you like the prasadam and arrangements here, they were there without expecting anything. They were just doing whenever, so very nicely. So we want to thank them as well.
And the chapati wala Mataji and
Yeah,
they make such a good chapati. Even Philip likes it. Took extra chapati, extra roti.
Yes. Actually, we were thinking when we are doing ice cream, that time we will talk about Prabhu and Mata. Because as I mentioned to you, after a few months with us, they have to go to the city now. And hoping they will come back soon. So maybe after the Aarti, we will ask Saptarishi to speak, and then afterwards we will talk about.
Okay.
So
wonderful.
Join Aarti. The plan is to do the Aarti, and then we will go to dining hall for continuing this program.
Ice cream.
Thank you.
Haribol, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Nitai Bhagavan ki jai, Samaveta Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Gaur Pramanande, Hari Hari Bol. Wonderful, Prabhu. Thank you, thank you.